Hello there, people. My name is Sho, and welcome to an episode of Kid Things. As March comes to an end, the month of April is very happening with a lot of interesting releases, so let's get straight into the flash news, starting off with Final Fantasy 16. We now have the second DLC for Final Fantasy 16. It is called The Rising Tide, which will be released on April 18. I would expect a good amount of hours from this new DLC with more stories and side quests to be completed. Not only that, we now have Stellaris Blade demo which is launched on March 29th. If this is the game that you have been waiting for, get that PS5 if you haven't already, or visit your friends who have the console. Do note that the save data from the demo can be carried over to the full game as well, with the official launch of the game set on 26th of April. The fact that the developer is giving us a demo at least 1 month before its release does signal a good sign on this game. Let me know how is the demo if you have tried it in the comment section down below. Moving on, the zombie co-op Dead Island 2 will be releasing its second DLC on April 17 for platforms that are currently made available, which includes the PlayStation, Xbox and PC on the Epic Games Store. With the new DLC, players can expect new stories, new legendary weapons, enemies, and locations to explore. To those who only see Steam as the only PC platform, Dead Island 2 will also be released on Steam on 22nd of April. To the fans of the racing game franchise The Crew, know that The Crew is permanently shut down on March 31st, 2024. Even if you had a game in your library, it is only going to be playable until 31st of March. To be honest, with 9 years in the running, I believe it is time to move on from the original. And what better timing than now to tell you that if you don't already own the game on PlayStation or Xbox since its initial release back in September 2023, The Crew Motorfest will be arriving on Steam on 18th of April this year. Larian Studios, the team behind the well-received Baldur Gate 3, is said to be moving on and focus their effort on new IPs. Sources quote Larian CEO Sven Vigny stating that the company is a company with big ideas and that they are not a company that is made to create DLCs or expansions. Also, it is costly to build a game based on the already established IPs like Baldur's Gate because they have to acquire the right to use the IPs at a cost. Regardless, Larian Studios have proven that they can bring a great IP to another new high with their magic touches, so let us wait patiently for Larian's upcoming game releases. Another news from another developer, this time it is Toys for Bob, the studio who is known for their release of Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time and Spyro Reignited Trilogy. The studio reportedly to have reached an agreement with Microsoft for its first game to be developed since they parted ways with Activision Blizzard back in February and become an independent company. This is a studio that was established since 1989 and the company have been working under Activision since 2005. It'll be interesting to see what they can bring onto the table after ending their relationship with Activision and partnering up with Microsoft, again, as an independent company. Finally, I never would have thought someone would make a game like this, but here we are, courtesy of NetEase. Marvel Rivals just released its announcement trailer this week, and it seems like we're getting a closed alpha test in May 2024. To put it simply, this is a Marvel skin Overwatch. I'm sorry I have to put it that way, but it just is. I genuinely do not think that the Marvel IP should be turned into the PvP genre, in video games especially, because I've never really seen one that is good being put out by the game developers. As much as I would love to keep my stance neutral, from the bottom of my heart, I just don't see how this would be great, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try out the alpha test in May, I guess. Coming to the game releases of this week, we have Acolyte of the Altar, a roguelike card battler with deck building elements. I personally feel like it's okay if you can buy it for less than $10 US. Acolyte of the Altar is released on PC on March 25th. Then we have South Park Snow Day. Long story short, it is not your stick of truth, so don't even compare Snow Day to that. The gameplay is mostly attack, 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 and your opponent dies, and move on onto the next one, rinse and repeat. My tips to enjoy this game: turn off your brain, don't take it too seriously. It is a kid game after all, am I right? All in all, Snow Day is definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but if you still want to try the game, South Park Snow Day is out for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S, Nintendo Switch, and PC on March 26. Last on the list, we have Open Roads, an interactive 2D exploration adventure game where you play as Tess, set out her journey with her mom, Opal, into the past that her mom has been trying to forget. Open Roads is released for the PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series X and Series S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on March 28th. As for the free games for this week, on the Epic Games Store we have Islets, an action-adventure platformer which can be yours for free as long as you claim it by or before April 4th. Side note, if you're a subscriber to the PlayStation Plus, Immortals of Avium, Minecraft Legends, and Skull the Hero Slayer, all three of them are free to claim as well from April 2nd until May 6th. And with that marks the end of this week's episode of Game Things. Consider giving this video a like if you find it helpful, subscribe and click on the bell so that you will receive notifications whenever we have a new upload here on YouTube.